Hello, 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 and welcome to some Victoria 3. Continuing our Take the Kabul by the Horns run with Afghanistan. Uh, Hope everybody's doing well today. Special Saturday edition of some Victoria 3, which means it's possible we might get some barbarians at the gates every now and then. This will do a very quick pause and deal with that if it arises. All right, so let's dive into this. So we're in the third episode, and we already have Afghanistan. Or not have Afghanistan. I mean, we formed Afghanistan, so that's nice. Oh yeah, and as always, my always fear. Oh, there we go. Always fear. Sound is working. That's what I'm always afraid of. Okay. So sound's up. Okay. So we have Afghanistan finally. Finally, it wasn't that long to get to. So now we're working towards the great game. That's the long run goal. So what we're doing right now is basically just trying to build up our military and economy here. So we have line infantry. We have access to the sea, so that's good. But Baluchistan here does have quite a bit of turmoil. So we're going to have to take care of that. We're in debt, but we are ranked 15th in the world. So our interest rate is not as bad as when we started. We started off at 40%, so that's better. But yeah. Okay. And so yeah, if we can gain recognition, we will also increase that. What are we building right now? So we're building textile mills, furniture, yeah. So basically just trying to build up the economy and then try to start working on some exports and even some imports. Yeah, so we don't have the cargo port yet because we need some shipyards. So actually, we might bump that up. Try to do that quicker rather than later. Let's do that now. Let's take a look at our economy, see how everything's doing. Alright, so we've got tons of cotton, or fabric, I should say. Tons of fabric. That's good. Groceries. Interesting. Okay. Could use some paper. We could use pretty much everything. Okay, we're doing okay on iron. One of the urban centers calling for glass, but I'm pretty sure we now have a glassworks. Right? Yeah. Oh no, we're in the process of building it. Oh, no. Hey, Emperor Renard, yes, and we're back. As always, thanks for joining. Nice to see you. How's your weekend going so far, my friend? So we have to work on some coal production here. We're gonna need that. But we have some stuff. And then we're staying ahead on small arms, so we're not spending a lot on that. But our artillery, so far so good. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Same here. It's kind of just a rainy, slow Saturday over here. Alright, Baluchistan has one. Hazaristan has one. Let's take a look at our society. How is everybody's acceptance? Let's see. Robo Napoleon, hello, hello. What nation are you playing as? So we started off with Kabul, and we have now formed Afghanistan. So we are playing as Afghanistan, and we are trying to win the Great Game in pursuit of the achievement. I passed it. Great game, no re. So complete the great game objective. So that is the goal for this run here. We're doing well. We're up to 15th right now, so that's helpful. And so just reacquainting myself with my market before we move on. We can cut. We might be able to cut one of these trade routes. Yeah, maybe this one. Although, wait, did we get a trade agreement with them? No, we did not. So let's cut this out. That'll put us back in the positive here. Look at that. Yeah, so we have... One good thing is we took over southern Turkestan, so we now have a land border with Great Qing, so we can trade with them over land, which is vital because, as you can see, you always want to import grain from Great Qing because they got a ton of it and it's cheap, and they always want opium, and we got opium, so we got some very good trade agreements or trade routes there. Winning the Great Game against British and Russia, third path. Nice, good luck. Thank you. Yeah. It is like a long-term goal of mine to do the Great Game as either Afghanistan or Persia. Persia starts off... well, actually, that's not that high. Because I specifically like to play as small nations, especially when I'm streaming. And Persia is a little high up there, but Kabul starts pretty far down. So, all right. Yes, so we're working on census suffrage because we have to work on some acceptance here. It does seem like the majority of our people are at a pretty high acceptance. But the Persian people, not so much. So cultural census suffrage will get us some voting rights, which will help us... Oh, never mind. We are already on cultural exclusion. All right, so really we just want voting rights, which why not? I think now, when this is done, now that we're a much bigger country, we can move to professional army. And I think we can unpause. Oh yeah, the atmospheric engine thing here. I do want to do this. So coal, iron, sulfur, lead. Alright, so we could start here. Tools. What are tools in our market? Okay, so that's not so bad. Funnily enough, I am putting you on as I freeze to death in Frostpunk 2. Nice. Very nice. Yeah. Yeah. You're freezing to death now. Last night I froze to death in Frostpunk 2, and... ouch. But we get to start a new campaign for the next Friday Night Frostpunk. Oh boy. Alright, we're about to have some nonsense. Persia demands return Herat. We are not going to do that. Before we respond to this, let's take a look at their military. 4761. They're ranked 18th. Yeah. So we have a more powerful army. And to be honest, I might take Bampur. Well, no, so we're going to eliminate their claim on Herat, but we might try to take Bampur also. So let's decline that. Yeah, so primary goal, yeah. Revoke the claim on Herat. I'm just tired of your nonsense. Yeah. Enough Frostpunk. It's time for Vicky. Same... Well, actually, no, I would say same time period. Same time period as Frostpunk 1. Almost. We're not quite there, but... But instead of freezing to death in the frozen wilds, you can starve to death in the Industrial Revolution. So yeah, I wouldn't mind taking Bampur off their hands. 16. It doesn't look like we're going to sway anybody into this. Alright, so we'll say Bampur, but we won't make it primary. Now the other question is, can I get war reps off of them? Now they have some incorporated states. Right on... This is incorporated too. Which is funny because I just released a war tutorial video on my YouTube where I very much caution against going for war reps. But I think this will be one that we actually can do here. Alright. Let's take a look at our mobilization option. Good. So we got plenty of sugar. We have a decent amount of liquor. Ooh, yeah, but opium we don't. Now, we're not starting off financially in a good place, so we don't want this war to, you know, bankrupt us. So we're going to take off opium here. Oops, sorry. Now, groceries. Can we add that? Now we do have a food industry that's not really pumping anything out. So let me take a look. What does a full food industry give us? 45. It won't be enough, but we could do that. So let's subsidize this, start pumping that up. I think we're going to go for the extra supplies. Oops. Yeah, also, what is this third Afghan army? I think this is when we conquered. Yeah, so these are 8 soldiers in Baluchistan. 8 line infantry. Let's roll these guys into the main army. Alright, let's check our conscripts. Yeah, that's right. We're still peasant levy, so only line infantry. 46 here. So we can start off with 14. And then the main army, we're going to get 8 more, so that's 20. So we can add like 48 conscripts here. Let's get some... Yeah, so let's get rid of the promote social mobility during the war. And we want some enlistment efforts in Kabulistan. Where's the rest of our barracks? Yeah, okay, we've got 14 in Baluchistan, so we kind of want... oh, but Baluchistan is not incorporated yet. Oh, it is incorporated. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, so let's do it here. Yeah, encourage agriculture. And what else are we doing? Road maintenance. I kind of want... We'll put these things back after the war, but we want as many of the enlistment efforts as possible. Okay. So what, we can get 46 here. And then, you know, I shouldn't have combined these guys. Whatever. Okay. And we're going to create an all-conscript National Guard army. All right. So National Guard. Look at this. Look at this. Compliant. What do these guys have? Surveyor. So maybe I'll move this guy over there. Mountain combat and meticulous. Oh. And inexperienced. Ugh, ugh. Okay. So what we'll do is... Oh, these are both in flat terrain. What's the terrain here? Oh, it's fairly... Well, I also don't want to hire more landowners. We could use the armed forces. Let's just hire this guy. Defensive. Yeah. So we'll put 2 defensive guys there and just load them up with 60. Kabulistan. Yeah, I know. It's kind of rough terrain. That's why my goal for this run was to always load up on the mountain combat experts, but we're just not getting enough of them. Afghanistan. 51. All right. Excellent. Let's give them some mobilization options. And we won't do forced march on them because the National Guard is going to stay where it is. All right. I think we're ready to... Oh, no, well, we'll mobilize because I want to wait for these guys to finish moving. I can move you, the National Guard. You can go there. Let's unpause. Let's, yeah, I don't think we need to subsidize any of those things. Okay. Oh, they're cocky, are you? I wonder, can I subjugate them in this? I can make them a tributary. Oh my god, that would come with 57 infamy. Yikes. Not something we want to do. Yeah, they have some treaty ports I could take. Don't want to do that, though. Don't want to take their subject. These claims I don't really care about. I don't care about that either. Oh. I forgot. Ooh, hold on. I forgot. Yeah. We're battling them to colonize here. I kind of want to take that land. Persian Turkmenia. We are going to take that. And can we have them revoke a claim? Where is Armenia? That I don't care about that land, yeah. But yeah, if I take this and this, we'll put sulfur into our market. Okay, actually, this is going to be primary. Yeah, I forgot. Vital. An Afghani empire is something I never thought I would say. Yeah, I know, right? Well, don't say it yet. we're gonna see how this goes. I've done this run many times in the past. I haven't done it since we're at 1.8 right now. I think maybe I don't think I've done it since 1.6. And I've gotten really far with Afghanistan. I've just never won the great game. It's tough. So that's why I thought it's finally time. It's finally time to sit down and just do it. Let's take a look at the food industries. Yeah, so I really need you guys to just start hiring that. Can you beat up Iran? You can beat up Iran. You got it. Yeah, I know, right? See, the problem is, so I also eventually want Persia here to be my friend, because eventually, to win the great game, we're just going to have to unite to fend off the Russians and the British. But at the beginning here, they're kind of rude to us because they really are obsessed about getting Herat. But I needed Herat in order to form Afghanistan. So getting them to get rid of this claim, I think will do a lot for us. The census suffrage reform threatens the power held by many leading figures in Afghanistan, some of whom are using the political connections they have to obstruct its passing. Yeah, we don't want to take a setback yet. Oh, well, we're going to get a setback no matter what. I'd rather not take the radicals then. Alright. So we'll take, yeah, legislative failures. So that might be some difficulties. Alright, well, these are getting ready. Alright. So we've got the shipyards a shipping. Okay, we are going to need... I hate to do this. It's awful for the economy. What in the... My mana... Whoa. What in the what? Conquer Hazaristan? Alright, so that's kind of not good, because I'm gonna have to put somebody over there. So it's more annoying than anything. Well, then I'm just gonna take you over. You know that, right? Alright. What kind of military... So they got 5 battalions? Ugh, God. Alright. So we'll start... Since they're building up slowly, we'll put you on advance front. And we'll put you on that front. And hopefully squash this. Yeah, all the stands. All the stands, and they're all coming after me here. All the stands are not standing me. Boom. I'll see myself out. That was unexpected and annoying. Well, what kind of resources can I get from them? Yeah, basic stuff, that's fine. Is this a split state? Oh, nice. It'll join up with our southern Turkestan. Freaking ads. Yeah, I know, right? So I go in and just delete them. So annoying. So yeah, as long as nobody is joining in on any of this stuff. Persia. Persia! Oh, are you going to ally with me on this war? Please. No more border gore. Oh, yeah. Okay. Wait, hold on. So that's not so bad because they can't reach us from there. So, Russia joining in on this is not a problem. Eventually, stuff like that's going to be a problem when we start bordering them. Great Britain offers us their support in the ongoing diplomatic play. Sure. As long as it doesn't spill into my territory. Let's see, this one. All right, this one is going to war. Let's take a look at the front here. Oh my god, come on, UI. So we've got a pretty good amount of people here. They're all ready. I wonder why we bring these birds with us. So yeah, this one I needed to just end quickly. In fact, we'll just put both of them on advance front. Squash this, squash those rebel scum. And then we'll do our thing. Now, before I was rudely interrupted by Persia, I was trying to figure out this atmospheric engine stuff. So our market here. Can we? Do we have any PMs in the tooling workshops? We probably aren't using the iron one. Oh, we are, but we're not using steel. Interesting. So what is the iron market here? Where is it? Plus 47. Let's build a steel mill in Kabulistan. Bedouin people are having a hard time getting employed in southern Turkestan due to the prejudices of some Tajik employers. So we'll lose a little bit of authority, or, ooh, I don't want to lose standard of living. So we'll do that. So we'll finish those shipyards, and then we'll work on the steel mills. If I can get the steel mills, we can get a ton more tools, and then we can start employing the atmospheric engine pump in places. Actually, we'll do that first, and then we'll get to the shipyards. Because then we can build a couple more construction sectors here. Crush those rebel scum. Emperor Palpatine. First Emperor of Afghanistan. That's right. Emperor Palpistan. Oh, this is not good. Okay. Interesting. So I'm pushing in, but this battle is not going well. Yeah, we have this guy. 4 general. Oh yeah, let's do. I don't want to. We need some battle occupation. So we'll set you to cautious advance. Alright, let's get this one going here so we can... A famine? In which state? Famine in Hazaristan. Interesting. Oh, yeah, because of the market access here. Oh no, they're embargoing us. If we could do... We don't have the authority, but... Do some emergency relief. We need 50. Actually, so we're going to get rid of the enlistment efforts in Kandahar. I forgot it wasn't incorporated. Oh, good. Alright. So that's pretty much done. So you guys defend the front. And now we just sit and wait for this to get to 0. Excellent. Oh, this will be great if we could get this and take Turkmenia and get sulfur in the market. All the runs in the past that I've done with Afghanistan, you eventually really get to a problem with sulfur. Because you have to import it. And it's such a vital resource. Alright. How's our steel mill coming along? Now, we're occupying land, but every time I click on a battle, we're losing. Like, what's the deal? Alright, so we've won a couple. Yeah. Oh no! An embargo from a country of 5 people. Oh, what will we ever do? Representatives of the armed forces in the government have demanded several compromises in the enactment of census suffrage. These measures have already been condemned by supporters of Murad Gulkhani as corrosive to the reform as a whole. Yeah, we're not going to take a setback. Damn. Alright. Let's make it take longer. Yeah, look at this. This is going to be over soon. Ah, well, this battle's kind of changed. Now, we need to make sure we're staying on top of the goods here. Yeah, these are... Okay, so those are expensive, but there isn't a shortage. That's what we really need to make sure of. How are we with... Okay, that's good. Now we are getting a lot of interest. Although, if we win this, you know, we will get those war reps from Persia. So that will be beneficial to us. Alright, let's get this battle done with. Very good. So that puts us at 43%. Ah, man, they pushed us back up there, though. Yeah, and unfortunately, we can't create any other fronts. There's just going to be this front. Ah, man, okay. Grind this down. I thought all of the troops are upgraded, right? I hope we're not missing something there. See, this is why we really need to get to a professional army. Having some seasoned veterans will do wonders for us. They're getting morale damage in this one. Look at that. Yikes. Alright. It's funny because a war score and occupation seem to be doing well, but I'm never seeing anything actually do well. But I'll take their word for it. Alright, this war should be done here. You know, I should get like 5 additional soldiers too. That's actually not so bad. Ooh, and Russia is making gains. Plus 0.4 from balance of directly controlled or subject controlled gross domestic product in the Persia or Central Asia regions. Russia has 9.8. Alright, I would like to see a winning battle at some point here. Well, so we've got them down to 0. Problem is we're not holding any of the war goals. And they are grinding our troops down. But we're still conscripting, so... Yes! Railways. This is... Ah! Napoleonic warfare. So let's upgrade these guys. What? Why did it... I didn't pause it. Let's upgrade those guys. And, we absolutely, positively need some railways. So, good, we're getting steel. We need some motor industries here. And then we need a railroad. Trains, woo, woo! We love trains. Oh my God. Always losing battles. Where finally I see one where we're winning. And why is this thing not ending here? Oh. Because these guys are fighting it out. Why can't I, though... The absolutist movement, what's their big old problem? Yeah, distribution of power. They don't like census suffrage. And this will be a tough one. We might have to abandon census suffrage, to be honest. Now, we're going to need coal. So that might actually be the next thing we go into. Where can we get coal? Oh, we can get it in Kabulistan. Oh, that's right. We were going to increase coal with the atmospheric engine pump. So let's add some more coal. And the coal will go at the very end here. But we do need to do the motor industry before the railway. Our current government, we're still on a monarchy. We have some things to do. We're on a monarchy. We're still on traditionalism and autocracy. So, yeah, we've got some lawing to do. Murad Gilkhani and his supporters have publicly petitioned at a prison in Kabulistan for the release of a pro-census suffrage protester held there on charges of disorderly conduct. Ah, yes. Here we go. His imprisonment has already achieved its goals. Yeah, we'll do this. Anger at the front. Climbing losses at the front have led to murmurs of mutiny spreading among the soldiery. If action isn't taken soon, the situation may become critical. Afghan war exhaustion in Persia versus Afghanistan has increased by 10. Civil war progress. Ooh, yeah, no, we're not taking minus 10% offense. We'll try for this. Collapsing army morale. Yes. Alright, we got what we wanted. Good. Ugh, okay, so we're kind of at a stalemate here. We could really use some general staff right now. I wish. We're getting tech spread on fieldworks. Yeah, that would be helpful. Romanticism and fractional distillation. Okay. Yeah, so this is... Hey, we climbed up one. So a 25% here. But nothing here. We're finding it hard to hold Turkestan. Despite not enjoying full rights under Afghan law, some wealthier Punjabi people have begun moving into neighborhoods and frequenting establishments they would normally be excluded from. Yeah, no, we want this. We want more people to be loyalist. Yeah, we can afford the hit to petite bourgeoisie, so we'll do that. What do we got? The rich and unstable political environment in Afghanistan has proven attractive to political exiles and stateless people who have begun to congregate in the coffee houses of Kabul. So, who will we get? An authoritarian armed forces. Yeah, maybe less radicals from political movements. I wouldn't mind that, to be honest. All right. Let's see. Another lost battle. Oh, finally something there. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look at these generals, because I'm not liking what we got here. Yeah, mountain combat expert. So defense in elevated terrain. I probably should have put that guy. Supply route cost. I might switch a couple guys around here. Devastation. Supply requisitions expert. Ruthless. Alright, let's see what we got here. The outbreak of armed hostilities between Afghanistan and Russia have had disastrous effects on the Afghan-Russian League. Spearheaded by the armed forces, its once stalwart supporters have begun an exodus from the lobby. Good, yeah, we don't want a pro-Russian League. Ah, yes, and let's hurt the landowners. Okay, let's pause for a second. Maybe I'll put that guy in the National Guard. home offense, home defense. Okay, yeah. So we're going to trade up Cameron Damani into the cavalry and move Cameron... Wait, what? Is there 2 Cameron Damanis? Jesus, game. Do you not have enough, like, names for Afghan people in here? Okay. Well, this is going to be complicated. So we want this Cameron Damani and this Cameron Damani this way. Alright, do that. Let's see. How's the war going? It's his evil twin, yeah, right? It's his Wario. Well, the war is neither going bad nor good. That's what I'll say. That's the story I'm gonna stick with, because we're kind of at a stalemate. Honestly, that's kind of where we're at here. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so now you go on offense, and you go on defense, and that should really increase our defense in the National Guard here. And also, how are they doing? Okay, they got a lot more conscripts to do. See, we're not able to hold, to make progress anywhere here. Honestly, I wonder if during the war, if we were able to switch. Yeah, look at that morale loss hit. Alright, we are going to abandon census suffrage for right now. Yeah, what was I doing? Why? Oh, we have an illegitimate government. Okay, well, how about you guys, like, disband? The liberal movement now is pissed. Struggling people in Hazaristan have been desperately trying to get their hands on any food they can. Dire warnings of a turnip winter have been speeding through the region. Yeah. We'll do that. Now, if we start trying to... Let's reform the government here. Yeah, here we go. I just want these 2 guys in there. Now, let's start enacting professional army. This should make the armed forces, yes, happy. We get patriotic fervor, plus 10 offense, plus 10 defense. That might be very beneficial to us. Should create some kind of shock troop. If only I could. I wish I could do that. We don't have the manpower, nor really the appropriate tech to do that. Our real shock troop is supposed to be the cavalry. These guys are just supposed to go in and wreak havoc. Wait, who's still trying to hire? Oh, Kandahar. Yeah, because they're not incorporated. Ah, I forgot to click incorporate on them. That's why. So hopefully this patriotic fervor will add a little bit of something. Ah, we got the... Okay, we got the steel mill now. So, let's create a need for it. Let's go to Steel Tools. And So the local price of tools here is booming. Let's increase the atmospheric engine pump. Oh, we're already doing it there. Okay, good. Coal, iron, sulfur, lead. Well, we don't have any sulfur or lead, right? Oh. Somebody's building a lead mine. Well, we don't have any sulfur. So, so all of our coal mines are on it. Kazakhstan. Well, just do it anyway. Still only 25%. Do we need like a Monday update on that? Yeah, no. So we have because we have these waiting to be built. Okay. Yeah, we have plenty of time on that. And this lead will be done in a moment. Oh, but we are slowly sliding into debt. I mean, it worked for the Germans. Yeah. That it did. This is true. If only we had what the Germans had. Don't clip that. All right. Let me do some maintenance here. All right. All right, so let's speed this up. Let's take a look at the battles. Clipped. Excellent. Good. So we got a battle going well there. This one is not though, so we're retreating. Okay. How are our armies doing? We've got a decent amount of manpower there. This one, yeah. And this one's halfway. Oh, and we have an input goods shortage of artillery, so that's not good. What's going on, artillery foundry? Okay, which one should we subsidize? Who has these troops? Kazakhstan, Tajikistan. So Kazakhstan. Okay. So we should have one in Kazakhstan. So let's subsidize this one. As we can't be affording any military inputs goods shortages. We need more arms. Really? Can't import anything, huh? Oh, there we go. Yeah, let's get some from the French and the British. I wonder, I should have checked on this. Will the British give us military aid? Ooh, okay. Yeah, we're not really going to be able to push it. I mean, we also don't want too much to give the British too much. This damn war. So why... Yeah, what's going on here? Cannot capitulate... Wait, what? Yeah, what did that say? My suzerain? I don't have a suzerain. While your suzerain is still participating. What? Excuse me? A series of perceived poor decisions by the liberal movement has led to a notable decrease in its ability to raise money. Numerous wealthy sympathizers have quietly halted their support for the movement in its current form. Yeah, let's get more loyalists. Huh. Oh. They're a suzerain of Russia. That's what it is. Oh, yeah, your suzerain. Well, I'm looking at my mana here. So I need the British to kind of do their stuff against the Russians. Oh, man, and this war is now taking a turn for the bad. Let's see, when we make the switch... Ah, there we go. Hello, Southern Turkestan. Okay. So when we make this switch, let me remind myself about the changes. So we won't have that minus 10% morale loss. You know, we're going to take a hit to conscription rate. I wonder if we're going to lose some conscriptions. Or conscripts, I mean. We shall see. We shall see. Earning recognition. So we finally have this popping up here. Or was that there before? Can't remember. More pragmatically inclined members of the rural folk, currently opposed to the passing of professional army, have offered to change their stance were they to be offered certain political concessions. Such concessions would not be popular with the petite bourgeoisie. Yeah, you guys seem to be upset about a lot of stuff. Ah, romanticism. Yeah, we'll take that. Actually, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to the videotape here, and see. Was earning recognition up there? Oh yeah, it's been up there like the whole stream. So wait, how come? Oh, you know, okay. So what I'm sitting here trying to figure out is, why did I not get any progress here? Because I know earning recognition, you enforcing a war goal on a major power. But I just remembered we didn't enforce any war goals on Russia. We just took one of their subjects. Yeah, see, look, here is the problem. We'll make minor progress, and then we lose it. But they are... This is slowly bringing us into oblivion. Honestly, I would wipe peace out of this if they would take it. Yeah. Damn, I thought I could take the Persians. Apparently not. Okay. What's my national thing on tools? We have quite a bit. We're now working on the motor industry. All right, once we get this motor industry done, we need railway in quite a few places. So the next one, Baluchistan, Hazaristan, and Quetta. And then we're going to build another motor industry. And actually, to be honest with you, what we're really going to need 2 railways here. So let me set this up. Let's pause it. I want to put all this stuff to the top. So the first one there will do. Then we'll do the 2 railways. Well, no, we'll do the railway, the 1 railway everywhere. Then another one in Kabulistan, and then the railway, yeah. What are we on coal? Actually, and we're going to need these because we need to get this out of the way for the atmospheric engine thing. All right, there we go. Perfect. Frustrated with the lengthy legal process surrounding professional army, Lof Ali Kazem of the Petite Bourgeoisie has approached us with an offer to expedite the process, utilizing his personal connections within the state apparatus. Yeah, fine. God, I am worried about our debt here. Although Persia must be spiraling into debt as well. Who's starving? Still Hazaristan. Alright, so we'll get your railway underway too, because that'll solve the... Oh no. Do Kabulistan's first. Blunder. Poor visibility. Ugh. This war is devastating both of us. Good work, Persia. British Raj has expelled our diplomats. Why, guys? Why? Why? Why, though? Why do you hate us? I mean, because I know you want to take us over. British Raj. Viceroy Charles Canning. If we could just make progress on one of these war goals. Alright. Well, we'll let that thing go. Ooh, okay, so we are a little over an hour right now. I am going to take a quick bathroom break, so 30 seconds, and I will be right back. All right, and we're back. And we're back. So let's keep it going. All right. All right, we're at adoption on professional army. Excellent. Excellent. All right. Okay, so let's get our lives together here. Hopefully the... Oh, there we go. What does that give us here now? 43%. So I think what we'll do is... yeah, let's designate a strategic objective. Let's focus our efforts here, because yeah, we're doing occupation here. We don't need that. So we're gonna designate this. We're gonna take Bampur, then we're gonna make the strategic objective Turkestan. I should have been doing that from the beginning. Oh yeah, these guys. In southern Turkestan. Why don't you guys join up? Let's mobilize you. Because we'll join you up with the National Guard. Ah. Peace, huh? Now you want to do some white peace. I should do it. I should. We can keep pursuing this. I won't get the war reps from them, but we're probably going to end up going to default. That's 2 million more. Yeah, maximum credit is 7.17 million. So basically, another $2 million of debt. How about... I really need Turkmenia. I really, really do. No. Let's push forward. I don't know if we should, but... I need that sulfur. Yeah, and look at that. They won't have a path in there, so I won't have to battle them anymore. Oh boy. This might be a mistake. Alright. To outside observers, the petite bourgeoisie may appear firmly committed to the idea of professional army, but behind this facade of unity, discord has long festered. Now, a clique of dissenters have finally had enough and have officially broken with their fellow members over the issue of reform. Boy, come on. Oh, we don't have any setbacks. So we'll take the setback. Offer them custodianship over a new draft. Alright, we got our motor industries. So... Yeah, look at that. So we'll do that. It'll cause you to start hiring up. Alright, so now we're going to get our railway there, thank God. And we're losing progress. I wonder... I mean, we have a defensive army. Let's set you to advance. Oh yeah, we have this guy in pillage. No. Cautious advance. I think it's time to just advance. We need to get this done. Alright, now I wonder if I can set terms for peace here. I will take these two. Revoke your claim on Herat and give me Turkmenia, and I will forego Bampur and the war reps. Alright, so while that goes, let's focus on the economy here. Oh. Yeah, bring these guys over to the National Guard. Laudabate success. Oh boy, I hear some barbarians at the gates. What was that? Okay. You know, what is this? Why? Okay. So the coal mines are on it. The iron mines are on it. Lead. Oh. Okay, hold on. So let's go back. So we don't actually need it on the lead. I forgot. So we need workforce occupancy to be greater than 75 and the cash reserves at 25. So let's look at the coal mines. So the coal mines are good. Iron mines. Ah, there we go. That's the problem. We don't need enough iron there. Nor do we need it here. Okay. So a way that we could do this is... Alright, we're about to default, which means we're going to lose some offense and defense. Yeah, look at that. Alright, let's just take the white piece. Let's get out of this. I'm tired of it. Alright. Oh my god. Yeah, this like... So they basically devastated our economy. Okay, so let's get rid of all of those enlistment efforts. And start taxing people. Let's pause here. Yeah, we'll tax opium. Tax transportation. Yeah, I don't want want to do meat. That's just a regular. Okay. And luxury furniture. So what we really need is to just start. Look at that, $4.25 million. All right. So we need to start selling everything. The motor industry, the steel mill. And we can also stop subsidizing the food industry. I thought we were subsidizing one of these guys. Yeah. So 30K in interest. So let's keep an eye on if things actually sell. We're at 6.44 million. I hate to say it, but we might be at a point where we do have to also start selling rural buildings. The logging camps. Well, the logging camps might actually get sold to the financial districts. Yeah, but apparently nobody wants to buy them. Why though? Why though? The iron mines. Sure, we'll privatize those for now. Anybody? Anybody? No? Man, this has put a wrench in the plans. Yeah, even if we paused construction for a time, would that give us 6, probably like 5.25 million. That's still not enough. We could decrease the military. Well, let's think about this. Where we are right now, should we embrace bankruptcy? Should we? We're not going to do anything militarily for a period of time. Persia can't declare on us. We do run the risk of the British Raj declaring war on us, because we're going to have negative 75% offense, 75% defense. The real big thing is the negative 10% Mappy. Yeah, we're not going to get out of this, even if we sold everything. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to lower taxes. We're going to get rid of taxes on things people use. And we're just going to spiral into that bankruptcy and deal with it. It's 1856, so by 1866 we'll be okay. But we'll lower taxes, get people working and stuff again. Let's get social mobility back, at least there. And get rid of the emergency relief. Alright. Let's do it. We're going bankrupt. So when will we default? Soon. So we have 6.87. So yeah, probably in the next month. We get a hit to prestige, but whatever. Damn Persia bankrupted us. Alright. We have professional army. Where are these guys from? Southern Turkestan line infantry. Why don't you guys join up with the National Guard? Let's see. Yeah, conscripts are way down. Losing power rank, yep. So be it. We're all, I mean, there's a lot of other things here too. Well, prestige, fine. The loan interest rate, yeah. We don't need any institutions at the moment. Mappy, that's tough to take. We don't have any welfare payments. Migration attraction. I think we're still on closed borders anyway. That's tough. The forced privatization, we're probably going to give a lot of power to our landowners because they're probably going to gobble up all of the rural buildings. And then leverage generation. We're not trying to generate leverage. So, it is what it is. How are we doing here? No, not this. Oh yeah, okay, so the iron mines. Yeah, qualifying problems, okay. Yeah, you start hiring up. Here we go. We've hit it. A newspaper called the Southern Turkestan Daily has printed a bigoted article about the Bedouin people living there. We can suppress the article, or we can let it be released. Let's suppress it. Alright, we're going to declare bankruptcy. Now, after a chance meeting in a cafe and a thoughtful conversation, Yaqub Durrani has recommended that Humayun Javed, currently residing in Afghanistan, be granted permanent residency. Who is this guy? God, why do they keep trying to give us this guy? We don't want him. Alright. So, let's balance the budget out. Alright, so let's build up a little bit of a reserve here, because our interest rate is now horrible. So we've wiped out our debt. Oh yeah, that's right. And the construction queue is paused. It cleared out everything we were doing. Oh yeah. We didn't finish our railroad. Can we get this railroad done? Because we need our market capital to have infrastructure. Ooh. Okay, let's pause the construction queue. Build up a little bit of money. So this definitely pushes back our plans a little bit here. Wait, what institution do we have again? Oh yeah, colonial affairs. We do need that. Oh, minus 60 from 4 trade routes, so we can get rid of whatever that is. Oh, yeah, get rid of these. Don't need to be exporting that. How many more do we have? 1 trade route. Might as well get rid of that. Wait, what? Yeah, why? Oh. The Qing one. Oh, yeah, because it's so large. But we can get one more trade route. Alright, so what do we need? But we don't really need sulfur or anything yet. We can't build anything. Do we have a glassworks? Why do we not have any porcelain? Oh yeah. We have a lead thing now. It dies. Yeah, why are we not doing that? Okay. Alright, members of the Afghan-Russian League are greatly impressed by the advancements Russia have made in medicine. With urgency, they seek to model the Russian approach to medical innovation. Oh, but yeah, we can't take that on our budget. Okay. Ah, man. Okay. Can we afford these guys to go down? There we go. Let's build up a little bit of padding, and we'll slowly start clawing our way back. Alright, so now private queue, we really need you. But you're building a whole lot of nothing we need here. Suppose we can export some stuff to the French market. You know, we could import some clippers. How much will that port need? Two? Okay, let's look at our trade routes here. So for now, yeah, let's not export the tools. So let's import some clippers. Cheapest ones will be from the British. But let's do it from the French. I want to start getting on the good side of the French here. So we now have clippers in the market. So let's... Yeah. Alright, let's get that hired up. Get ourselves some convoys. Oh. Man, what would be really helpful right now is that new trade rework in the game. If only it were June 17th right now. Because we can't build much, so it's going to be largely a import-export economy here. Until we can get our economy back on track. But we did hold our own against Persia here. So that was good. Is this Hazaristan still? Oh no, Kabulistan. Okay, hold on. What is going on with food here? Yeah, I think it's just all the market access stuff. We really need to get this railway done. But the market is just So awful. Alright, let's raise taxes for a short period of time, build up a reserve. I guess we could kind of tier it a little bit. Build up a little bit of reserve, turn the construction queue back on, and slowly build our way up to finishing this railway. It'd be nice if this route would increase. Maybe we should have done it with the British. Do they have enough? Yeah, they have plenty. So I wish this would increase more. But hey, we're getting tons of grain from Great Qing, so that's keeping things somewhat okay. Oh, we're not passing anything. Maybe we'll do wealth voting here. Start getting our industrialists a little more empowered. Yeah, let's do this. Political plus 40 political strength per vote. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get some voting laws. That'll also help us with earning recognition, having voting rights. Standard of living is not so good, so the lower strata. What are they spending money on? Yeah, grain. We're just not in a situation where we can build anything. We just gotta get some money. And that also means still our private sector is not buying anything. Oh, thank you. The financial districts in Baluchistan will expand the railway. You know what? Let's get rid of that from there. And maybe they'll just start building it for us. Alright, so when this finishes, we'll probably see that railway pop up. There it goes. Thank you, there we go. Okay, now they're going to expand the railway in Kabulistan. Excellent. That's exactly what we need. That's exactly what we need. Expanding the paper mills here. Why would you be doing that? I suppose you get a government admin building there. Where do we have paper mills? So we have one in Quetta. Yeah, look at that. So actually, we could use one here. We should use some violent suppression. Okay, yeah. Unfortunately, we're going to have to get rid of the promote social mobility. Oh. Ah. Damn. Military wages, the goods for them. Now, one thing that would be helpful... Yeah, we need to get off... Actually, that's what I should have started first. Getting off of traditionalism. Well, yeah, I think we're going to need wealth voting if we're going to get off of it. Yeah, look at that taxation capacity. Yeah, we really need to get wealth voting here. The iron mines. Well, oh yeah, so no, these iron mines, I think, will start to become real profitable once we get to these railways. The problem is, do we have enough time? That part I do not know. Well, let's speed this up. The government admin, yeah, let's do that. Ooh, that actually really hurt us. That really hurt us. A significant group of slaves have risen up and made for the borders of Khalsa-Raj, where slavery is illegal. No, I don't want to lose bureaucracy here. Yeah, whatever. You guys are already pissed. Representing his constituents and the landowners, Mohammed Bek has issued a formal petition for National Guard. Yeah, that could get us out of this noble privileges. Ugh, God, look at the bureaucracy cost, though. But we could actually kind of use it. Ooh. Alright. Yeah, let's say yes. The recently translated works of Guillermo Solano have become great with the peasant movement. Sounds good. Alright, can we get... Yeah, look at... Now we're really far down there. We'll get back. We'll get back there. Can we get an agitator to help us here? No. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting. We've closed borders. The populous base of the rural folk have turned against supporting foreign entanglements. Pressure from within has led the group to distance themselves from the Anti-Ottoman League. Okay. Yeah, great. Leave the Anti-Ottoman League. Yeah, the general staff. Where were you before? We could have used you. Oh, I forgot. Okay, we could stop suppressing them. And now do some violent hostility. Where else are we getting tax waste? What was meant as a routine speech about the merits of wealth voting by Ismail Maxim has quickly devolved into a public relations disaster for the intelligentsia. Yeah, we don't want to take a setback in the opening phase here. Oh, but this is going to give us a setback anyway. I forget what it started with. Alright, well, if we're going to get the setback anyway, let's do that one. Oh, the North China interest. I wonder if we're going to be able to keep that grain trade route. Ah. Yeah, and we're not. Don't understand why they're not buying any of the buildings. What? Oh, here we go, yeah, okay. Oh, that's right. Everything is up for privatization. I forgot. We're in bankruptcy. All right. Man, that Persian War messed us up so much. I swear to God, British Raj, if you guys declare war on us, I will be so... You are not... I swear to God, British Raj, if you declare war on us, you are not invited to my birthday party. That's how that will go. Oh no, Russia's damaging relations? Whatever will I do? Alright. Let's speed it up. We need to get these railroads. Yeah, we got a lot of turmoil there. Alright. Violent suppression. There we go. Alright. We'll expand the textile mill. Okay. Well, this is good, actually. So now it seems like the financial districts are starting to build a lot more. Good. So we need more... Lawmakers working towards the enactment of wealth voting have found themselves mired in a particularly complex set of bureaucratic proceedings, grinding the work towards reform to a near halt. Lose 5% of our bureaucracy. Total generation 335. So we could actually afford that. Okay. Yeah, what I really want is to just get off of this. Okay. Yeah, they're not gonna like that. So we can get the petite bourgeoisie in there. What do you guys like? Anything helpful? Nope. Yeah, and there's nothing the armed forces are really they like that are gonna help us. You know, maybe a tax law. Yeah, no. Nothing's gonna be good because we have to get off traditionalism. Alright, well, let's get these initial railways done here. Oh, I think we got some buildings purchased. So that gave us a little bit of leeway there. Oh, the Indian utilitarian revolt. An affair between Ishak Durrani and Karim Maxim's spouse has reached our ears, threatening to affect his public image if we don't destitute the general. Yeah, not really helpful to us in any way. We'll just say he sat on the wrong toilet. Man, okay. It would be helpful to even though it's Russia, to have them start building. Problem is, we do this. We're currently under bankruptcy penalties, so everything is up for privatization. They are going to buy everything in our country, so no. We're good, guys. Okay. Let's speed up. I just want to get these railroads finished here. Yeah, it's funny because they're building it here, but we don't need it there. So let's see. Hey, the United States formed a power bloc. Implementing a proper voting system for the upcoming wealth voting elections has put a strain on the Afghan government's administrative capacities. Yeah, we can't afford to lose the bureaucracy. It will take the enactment time. It's not great, but it is what it is. Alright. So, now we have that first railroad completed. So what we can do here is... Yeah, so this is going to start hiring up. And hopefully the whole thing will start putting things into motion. Problem is the mappy penalty we have right now. Oof. Yeah, so like when we look at motors here, yeah, look at that, 62% mappy. What do we got? 7 more years of bankruptcy. But yeah, we really need this one, the one in Kabulistan, to finish. A series of perceived poor decisions by the Shiite rights movement has led to a notable decrease in its ability to raise money. Numerous wealthy sympathizers have quietly halted their support for the movement in its current form. Remind me what these guys want. They want total separation, but they also like women to have no rights. Yeah, we'll take more loyalists, because we have a big problem with that right now. Alright. Get that railway done, people. Let's get it. Let's get it done. Alright, so the market... Ah, yes. Excellent. Fertilizer plants. We're exporting. Okay. Man, it's too bad we didn't end up getting that. Alright. Yeah, we're not going to get sulfur, but if we can just get over here before Persia takes all of it. Though, that's unlikely. Alright, just 17 more weeks. Yeah, buildings selling left and right, which is why we're getting our reserves up, but our economy not so much. Oh boy, damn war with Persia just devastated our economy. Maybe that was their plan the whole time, because they didn't get what they wanted anyway. Hey, alright, wealth voting got to consideration. Hey, Fieldworks, we could have used that, like, years ago during the war. Mass communication. Ah, look at that. Maybe we can get some more violent suppression. So we've got it everywhere. Come on. Yeah, there's nothing really, though. It's gonna help us. Ugh, man, the turmoil, the turmoil. The turmoil is killing me. All right, almost there. Yes. Oh, shipyards in Baluchistan. You guys, all right. You guys are starting to build things that we need. Excellent. Soon, soon, soon. I hope we can turn the construction queue back on for us. All right. So, get this hired up. Start utilizing... yeah, we lost the Atmo engine pump thing, whatever. Okay. So they reach their point here. Does that help us with infrastructure? No, it does not. We really need the whole thing. Yeah, just give us the whole damn thing. All right. Now, let's make it profitable. So this should start hiring up soon. Yeah, iron is already cheap. What about coal? This should help us. So give us some more of the coal. The wood. Alright. Yeah, now it's like super expensive. Oh wait, okay, so do we still need to... There we go. And now we should have our infrastructure, yes. Alright, so at least our market capital's back to 100%. Certainly helped our budget a little bit there. So that's good. What about you guys? Alright, we're clawing our way back. We were up to 15, actually we were up to 14 at one point. And then we went bankrupt. Okay. Once we get those shipyards... So the plan here is to get wealth voting. I'm pointing to my screen like you all can see it. Get wealth voting, then work on getting off of traditionalism and get our economy rolling again. Yeah, because we've got a massively high interest rate. So, Russian GDP. Yeah, so what do they own now in Central Asia? So basically, Akmolinsk, Thirdaria. Basically, like, all of these little states right here. Alright. Alright, let's speed this up. Well, so wait, what could we really use to start fixing up the economy here? So, we need to get the standard of living up on the lower strata here. They're paying a lot for grain. So some fertilizer plants or some more grain would go a long way. So if we got some fertilizer, Kandahar, Southern Turkey. So I wonder if, like, the local market here, what do they have? They would need 37 fertilizer. And they would just get 17 here. Let's see what happens. Actually, just before I did that, I should have looked. Yeah, they got plenty of peasants. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Let's speed it up. Prominent members of the intelligentsia, outspoken supporters of wealth voting, and close allies of Ismail Maksum have been exposed in a corruption scandal, having exchanged political favors for personal gifts. God, it sounds like I'm losing my voice here. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to take a setback, because we already have one. If we take this, we're going to get a setback. God, I don't want to... We're going to lose a lot of bureaucracy. Five years. 5 years is a long time. Long time. Alright, we'll take the setback. Yeah, legislative failures, whatever. A significant group of slaves have risen up and made for the borders of Great Chin, where slavery is illegal. Yeah, I don't want to lose bureaucracy. The rich and unstable political environment in Afghanistan has proven attractive to political exiles and stateless people who have begun to congregate in the coffee houses of Kabul. This guy, he keeps trying to get in. We don't want you. We just don't want you. The famine in Hazaristan has sparked criticism of Afghanistan's economic policy of mercantilism, with its focus on export-heavy trade. Yeah, God. I don't want more radicals, because we're quite bad with that at the moment. Yeah, I think we do this. So, let's get that hired up. Members of the Afghan-Russian League have discreetly dispatched one of their number to amplify their mission in Afghanistan's most widely read newspaper. Oh, look at that. Well, I would like to get the landowners off of noble privileges. I mean, it's just going to be a little tip of the iceberg here, but let's do it. Yeah, I think we're fine on that. Okay. Oh, good. More railway. Problem is, we're now going to be hurting on these. Oh, no, actually. Well, poops. Okay, what could get us out of this? So we're spending quite a bit on paper. What are we subsidizing? Oh yeah, that livestock ranch. Yeah, okay, so here's what we do. This little experiment here. 7, and what they need is that, yeah, okay. So go to simple farming. Stop subsidizing it. And we need to build a fertilizer plant. It would be best to have it here. So we got 11 wheat farms here. We don't have any iron here. We could do it in Hazaristan. And honestly, they keep having problems, so... Alright. We're going to build 2 of that. We're going to build... What's the local price of iron? Ah, well, they can use more. Okay, so we're going to build a fertilizer plant here. And we're going to import some sulfur. We could do it from the Ottomans. The French and the British. Let's do from the... Well, how is the French market on it? 131. How much do the Ottomans have? 7. Okay. So let's import it from the French. And we got a little bit built up there, so let's turn on the construction queue. So the idea here is we have famines and the standard of living for our lower class is bad. Well, the price of this actually is leveled out a little bit. We're going to build some fertilizer plants to get the cost of grain down. Yeah, okay. Just noticed the chat box doesn't show up in here now. Wonder what the deal with that is. I don't know. Okay. So yeah. We have that. I guess the cost of furniture too could be helpful. So how we doing here? Yeah, we're not hired up. Why are we not hired up here? Needs a higher productivity. In northern Baluchistan, the price is low. Yeah, see, we need Mappy to go down. Alright, so we're halfway through bankruptcy. So Mappy is a little bit better. I see. So maybe... Oh, we don't... Yeah, why build a furniture thing in a place that has no wood? Okay. So who doesn't have... Oh, yeah. No, what we really need here is coal in northern Baluchistan. Do coal there. I want to make sure we have, like, jobs for people here. Yeah, wood is expensive in the market. So let's get some logging camps. Let's get some tooling here. Some coal. Yeah, where's the other furniture manufacturing? So we have Kabulistan, northern Baluchistan, and Kandahar. Did these guys get incorporated yet? Yes, they did. Okay. So let's build some tooling here. And then expand that. Look at that. So we have 10 years worth of stuff. Yeah, I might not continue expanding the construction sector in Kabulistan because they don't have enough wood there. Now, maybe Hazaristan. Frustrated with the lengthy legal process surrounding wealth voting, Fezlollah Bek of the Industrialists has approached us with an offer to expedite the process, utilizing his personal connections within the state apparatus. So we can get enactment time down. Sure. Yeah, there's no iron there. There's no wood there. Merv. Iron and wood. And a lot of peasants. Possibly here. Yeah, not a lot of wood there. Quetta. You know, Merv might be a good place for construction. We don't have cotton there, though we could do livestock ranches, and our market is generally good with it. Tooling, and then construction. So let's actually put this at the top. Get some people working here. Although, no. What am I doing? I'm getting distracted again. We'll finish the fertilizer plants, and then... Actually, I should have been doing the wheat farms first in Hazaristan, just so they can get... So we can get this famine done. Because they're always having a problem. Okay. Okay, when's our next checkpoint for wealth voting? January 1st. Okay. Very good, very good. Let's check on the zip platforms. Make sure everything is still working. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's get through this here. Ah, good. Working on the shipyards. This will be very beneficial to us. Then we can get rid of that trade route and yeah, get back in the green there. All right. All right. So we have 17 weeks on that. Oh, yeah, they're gonna take. Oh, yeah, they're gonna take a while on that because of traditionalism. All right, so let's speed up here. God, we need to get off of it. If wealth voting passes, it would be a miracle. Ismail Maxim has challenged Nasser Allah Javed to a duel to the death. Yeah, I don't want either of you guys to do that. Jeez. Yeah. The famine in northern Baluchistan has sparked criticism of Afghanistan's economic policy of traditionalism, with its opposition to international trade and refusal to change with the times. You know, yeah, I should try to jumpstart the corn laws. So greater than 25%. Yeah, because right now, what do we have? An authoritarian. Yeah, I'd like to get that guy out of there. Okay, I think if we, for now, eliminated this trade route. Yeah, look at that. Okay. So that'll get it for us. There we go. Opposed to the arbitrary and illiberal rule of the Sultan of the Ottoman Empire, the trade unions have fallen in the Anti-Ottoman League. Okay. Alright, so we got the corn laws up here. So let's get our trade route back from Qing. Ooh, and the Russians. Alright, let's actually do both of them. Actually, let's build up the one from Great Qing first. I don't want to depend on the Russians here, because we're going to come to blows with them at some point. At some point, we're going to come to blows. All right. Oh man, we're in adoption, but we only have a 5% success chance. We're getting close to our debt limit here, and we haven't completed anything. If we can finish the wheat farm at least, then that'll be good, because ongoing famine in 4 states. Yeah. And then we really need that fertilizer plant. God, that damn war with Persia really messed things up. All for nothing. Alright, good. So Hazaristan can finally get some food. Yeah, you just do the single crop. You guys should have tooling there. Oh, what the hell. So Russia demands Afghan protectorate from us. Decline. Thing is, though, you can't get to us. Now, revoke claim. Ooh, yeah, revoke claim on. Not Alaska. Krasma. Over there. Over there. See, I don't want them to have a claim here. Do the Russians have a claim here? Yeah. See, I want to take your claims on that. I guess maybe because I can't reach it. I don't know. Oh, let's pause here. Yeah, I know. No war goal. Definitely not going for war reps. Liberate Kazakhstan. Not doing that. Yeah, we're not gonna... We don't have a navy yet, so we can't do anything there. Yeah, there's just like... I don't have any war goals to do on them. I suppose I could add war reps and hope when Britain gets in there. Definitely can't add Persia in. Let's, I'm not even going to activate the armies on this one, though. Because I can't afford it. Alright, we are going to, even if we dip a little bit into debt, try to get this fertilizer plant done, and then turn the construction off again. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's exactly what I thought. Become a subject? Nope. Or transfer states. Baluchistan. Nope. And the problem is transfer states. I wonder which one. Oh, Herat. But I definitely don't want them in the war because then Russia can reach us. Oh yeah, I forgot. It'll just add that in there. Alright. Well, as long as no one is swayed over to their side, then none of this really matters to me because they can't reach me. So let's get this fertilizer plant done. Alright. Lost stalled. Ah, goodbye, wealth voting. Our prohibitive import tax on cereal grains has made it difficult for the poor to afford bread, with people in Kandahar approaching the starvation line. I probably should have activated these corn laws long ago. Yep. Despite many efforts on the part of the government to successfully revive wealth voting from its present imbroglio, the law has come to be regarded as nothing but an inevitable failure. Alright. Let's keep on moving. Oh no! War with Russia! Yes, they have who on their side? The Russian-American company. The Grand Duchy of Finland. Wait, what? Oh, why am I... You know, sometimes I'm just too stupid for my own good. I forgot about naval invasions. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Okay. Oh, skirmish infantry, huh? Yeah, where are all the conscripts? Yeah, mainly over here. So 15 and 5. They have 20. Okay, this was stupid. So 17 there. Yeah, wait, where are all these guys? So I can have a total of 6, 9, 11, 13. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay. Man, was I dumb. What is the market for food here? Yeah, ugh. Okay. So let's get this subsidized. We're not going to do forced march. So we're not moving them anywhere. We're just going to stay down there. You know, here's what we'll do, actually. So, we don't have a lot in terms of liquor, but we got a ton of sugar. So we're going to take off liquor and just pay for the sugar, because we can't just go into massive amounts of debt again on this. So we're going to do the main army. You're going to stay stationed down there, and then mobilize you guys, and you're going to stay stationed down there. Everybody on defense. And there we go. Of course, now, debt. They're going to sink our convoys. So... okay. Ooh, yeah. Oh, here we go. A new figure has risen in the ranks of the landowners campaigning on the unorthodox agenda of abolishing the corn laws. Alright, here's our market liberal landowner. So, let's wait till he pressures the liberal movement. Can we start this process? No. Military guys, what's your problem? Oh yeah, let's start doing National Guard. Maybe we can get this through as quickly as possible. And get these guys as happy as we can. Corn laws, our taxes on grain imports, have afforded the land-owning classes a great deal of economic leverage, which they use to maintain their influence on Afghan policy. Alright, yeah, let's take the loyalists. So what are they sending here? 39 ships. Ooh. 32 and 30. They have... ooh. And 23. Alright. This might be difficult. Where do we have a lot of peasants? So... yeah, let's hire up. never going to get that fertilizer plant. Man, today's run has been tough. This is probably the toughest episode so far. Oh, Dostoevsky is gone. He died. Alright, we got a new ruler. Well, let's see what this is. A series of perceived poor decisions by the Afghan supremacist movement has led to a notable decrease in its ability to raise money. Numerous wealthy sympathizers quietly halted their support for the movement in its current form. Alright, naval and... Oh, you know... We can get rid of this. Let's see who our new leader is. Akbar Barazki. So he's ambitious. So we get power projection. And the decree cost. We get authority. Political operator. He's got a psychological affliction. An inspirational orator. Okay. Well, interesting stuff. Alright. Well, I think we're at a good stopping point for today. We kind of got our butt kicked here today. But, you know, we're still moving along. This is going to be an important war for the next episode because in terms of winning the Great Game, we cannot become a protectorate of Russia. But I think it's a good stopping point for today. So, the next time I will be on will be Monday night with more Victoria 3. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do the afternoon session on Monday. But I'll definitely be there for Monday night. Now, I'm actually going to, if you're on Twitch, we're going to raid into a friend of mine. Swoljul is playing some Mechabellum. He's a great streamer, so we're going to see what's going on with him. So stick around for that, and thank you to everyone for watching. If you enjoyed this, please give me a follow so that you can get alerted to the next time that I'm on. I do have a regular schedule, but I do pop in randomly sometimes, like today's stream was not planned, but I had some time and figured I'd go do it. So, hang on for one moment while I go raid my friend Swoljul. And see everyone next time.